Today we're talking about the power of partnership with the moon going into Libra. I'm Marina Ormes here with your Astro Vibe for Friday, September 15th. And as the moon goes from Virgo, where we had the new moon yesterday, we shift energies into Libra, and the moon goes into Libra about 10:45 my time in the morning. I'm on Pacific time in the United States, so Eastern time it would be 1:45. You can adjust for your own time zone. And so, in other words, we are still in the vibe, the energy of the Virgo new moon from yesterday, and we planted our seeds. We set our intentions. We began a new cycle. We're still really in that place of mystery that I was talking about a couple of days ago. And that place where we go into the darkness of the new moon, and then the moon emerges on the other side. And the first time we see the moon following the new moon, there's a very thin sliver of a waxing crescent that we can see in the western horizon just after sunset. And so that is the first vision of the moon beginning to appear to us, to reveal herself to us, give us that little peek, that glimpse into what the full moon will bring. And it is all magic. The moon's cycle is truly magical. So we're in that new moon energy, planting seeds, setting intentions, beginning something that we haven't, it's like we're just embarking on the journey. We don't know yet exactly where we're going. We can have intentions. We can say, this is why I'm going. This is what I want out of it. This is my this is who I'm willing to show up as, and how I'm willing to change, because the moon is nothing if not changeable. And so we change with that moon cycle. And when we choose the ways that we want to change, the ways that we want to align with that energy of change and say, yes, things are going to change, so I'm going to choose the direction that I want that change to go in. And that's how we can consciously align with the outcomes we want, even while letting go of the exact form that those outcomes might present themselves as. So there's a magic to it. There's also an interaction. We have a responsibility and a power to choose where we want to align our intentions and our energies in terms of what we want to create. And if we do that on purpose, we can be in a co-creative dance with the universe. As time moves forward, we can be there with it, saying, yes, I'm willing to show up for the different ways that the days bring energies, and how I can use that as a wave to ride forward into my future and heading toward the future that I can imagine for myself. And so we can have that imagination even at the same time that we let go of the exact form that outcome might look like when we get there. And it's true, when you go on a trip, right? You could do all the planning in the world, and it's still whatever's gonna happen is gonna happen, right? It's gonna unfold the way it unfolds. You don't have control over every aspect of it, and that's part of why you are going on the journey, is so that you can have those experiences and discover those things that you could not have known before. So that's why we do these moon cycle manifestations, or working with intentionally the energy of the moon. Okay, so thank you for indulging that tangent. Now we are with that new moon energy, planting the seeds, and we haven't even yet seen that first sliver of the waxing crescent, and yet the moon is going into Libra. So it is bringing in that energy of of not just one, not just you, but you and another. And so Libra is the energy, the quality of the zodiac that reminds us that it is not just about us as individuals. It is also about how we are in partnership. When we co-create, when we collaborate, when we have relationships with all of the benefits that they bring, as well as all of the frustrations or challenges that they might bring. Right, all of that is inviting us as part of the journey, part of the process of change. So because we're in a moon cycle that began with yesterday's new moon in Virgo, we have that theme, that quality to the entire moon cycle that is about being of service. If you missed yesterday's video, definitely check that out, get more insight into what this moon cycle is about. And I also went in depth on that topic in the September 10th video. So that's another good resource for getting information about the current moon cycle. So what happens is, as we plant those seeds of intention to work with the energy of improvement, of humility, of helpfulness, of practicality, of being of service, that are all very Virgo themes, then we have the unfolding of that energy into different experiences. And one of those experiences is partnership and how we work together with others. So themes of relationship tend to show up when the moon goes into Libra, because Libra is about balance. It's about seeing ourselves reflected in another person, having that experience of a back and forth, a dialogue, a different perspective, an inside and outside perspective, having the opportunity to bounce your ideas off of someone, learn more about who you are through noticing the other person's way that is received, how they respond to you. There's so much about relationship that is incredible and meaningful and powerful. And so as we step into the energy of the Libra moon, bringing this moon cycle, threading through this moon cycle that is about aligning with the path of service, we can ask ourselves, how do we best do that? By talking it through with a friend, by working out the dynamics within a relationship, or hearing yourself say something out loud to another person, or hearing their thoughts, their perspective, as you talk it through. And so how can I be of service? Well, let me ask. Let's ask someone, how can I be of service to you? What is helpful to you? What do you like? What do you like about what I do? How do you think it's meaningful? How do you think it makes a difference? And then sharing that gift with someone else too. Maybe you have a friend or a colleague that you can say, you know, here's what you do that's really great. And I'd love to hear you reflect back to me what I do that's really great, and how we can work together, bringing our different perspectives, skills, experience, you know, style, to be of service, to be on that path of service. Okay, and then in other news today, Mercury is stationing direct. So that is also part of the energy of yesterday's new moon, because we're still in that new moon vibe, certainly within 24 hours of the new moon. And the energy of Mercury coming in is adding to that energy of Virgo. Mercury is a ruler of Virgo. It brings in those themes of attention to detail, but also how we think, how we communicate, how we work with data. So information, how information is shared, conveyed, communicated, used, applied, concluded, all of those things that have to do with information. And so Mercury energy is very much up today. That is in part why conversation might be really, you might find yourself getting lost in a conversation. For example, like you sit down for 10 minutes and before you know it, an hour and a half has passed. So that energy of Mercury is there as Mercury is changing directions. As Mercury starts to go direct in Virgo, we're going to start to get more of a handle on how to make things better, what things need, what our projects and our plans need from us to move them forward. That's going to start to become more clear. And that Virgo energy is, again, it's going to help information to move more freely. So starting with the focus of the moon in Libra, as we are just beginning this moon cycle and stepping into how we can explore our ability to improve things through the experience of working together, collaborating, our relationships, our partnerships, how we cooperate, how we work together, how we bring balance, and how that can be part of that process of being in the path of service, being on the path of service and making a difference, being useful, being helpful, and being the best we can be. So seeing where we can improve and getting, it doesn't have to be painful. We can be like cheerleaders for each other, supporting each other in our ideas and in seeing, getting excited about what we can do going forward, what that might look like, and how information and ideas can contribute to the outcomes we're creating. All right, there you go. That is your Astro Vibe for today, Friday, September 15th. I am Marina Ormes. You can learn more about me at astrologyheals.com. Thank you so much for subscribing. And if you haven't subscribed to this YouTube channel, hit that button now. Thank you so much for your support. Check back here daily for updates on what the planets are doing and how it can support you in your own unshakable self-care. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye for now.